What does it mean to love? Love is simple, yet we often needlessly complicate it. We set conditions on it, we limit it, we convince ourselves that love must be earned and that we do not already have it. We convince ourselves that we must do certain things, acquire certain possessions, do certain achievements. You know, we think that we require certain actions in order to be worthy of love. But I think that love is not something that one can attain. Love is original, it is unconditional, it exists before our ego does. You know, it is something that its existence is independent of anything that we do to achieve it. It's really the essence of who we are. We often fail to see this. We often detach ourselves from love, from worthiness, from abundance, really. And, we look out onto a world that is stripped of meaning, of life, of spirit, and we think we need to really struggle in order to discover life, you know. We're taught in schools to see matter as something dead. We are taught to believe that we are separate from the creative forces of nature. But this is just conditioning, a kind of brainwashing that blinds us to the inherent beauty, the inherent vitality and complexity of the world around us. We're taught to see the world through a filter, a lens which is imposed on us by certain societal norms and conventions. We are told what to desire, what to fear, and what to believe will make us whole. This is often pointed to as the system or the matrix, a kind of system of conditioning that keeps people trapped within certain belief structures, certain ways of seeing the world. But it's a way of seeing the world which is rooted fundamentally in illusion regarding who one is, fundamentally. And the design of this belief structure, this kind of conditioning, this lens that people have to look on the world is to keep people in certain patterns of being which will allow their energy to be extracted effectively. And the system works most intimately by directing your awareness and your attention to certain things. It will direct your attention towards the feelings of fear, for example, when you look on the news. When you look on the news, you are tapping into fear frequencies, which is deliberately trying to keep you down in a denser state of being. It will often direct your awareness to the feelings of lack, of insufficiency through advertisements and commercials, again, trying to convince you that you need to buy something in order to feel a certain completion, you know. And the result of all of this is to kind of convince us that we are incomplete, is to instill a perception, an illusory perception of lack in us. It creates the problem and then it offers the so-called remedy, certain products, distractions, entertainments, which are all these kind of temporary remedies for a constructed void. But of course, the void was never real. The, the dissatisfaction was imposed upon us. It was not us. And the so-called solutions that they offer, they do not solve the problem. They're not designed to solve the problem. They're designed to perpetuate a cycle of energy harvesting. It's designed to keep us asleep, to keep us disconnected from ourselves, and to offer this sense of healing which is from outside of you. It's not an internal healing that they want you to, to proceed with. It does not want you to reclaim your sovereignty. But when you choose to heal yourself by looking inwards, by, detaching yourself from all this confusion and noise and maya, you know, when you choose to heal in this kind of way, you are returning to yourself, you are returning really to the awareness that you are enough and that you hold the answers that you seek. And every day, really, we are faced with a choice, the choice to remain in the patterns that keep us asleep or to awaken. And awakening is not comfortable. It requires confronting truth. It requires confronting the now. It requires shedding the stories that we, obscure our vision with, the stories of insufficiency. And through shedding these stories, it allows our being to really step into truth. And this is not a truth that is found in external things. It's not read in books. It's not taught by gurus. It's not found in vacuous entertainment, in the next Netflix series that you buy. It's not found in consumerism or fleeting distraction. It is the truth of who you are right here, right now. It's the truth of the inherent meaning and wonder of existence. And will you care to look at this? Will you look at this, or will you just continue cycles of karma, these patterns that you use to distract yourself from who you are? You know, the question you need to ask yourself is, will you choose to look? You know, and when you do look, you will find it, because it's the most obvious thing, it's the most simple thing, really. And it's so simple that you will know when you find it. You will you will know the beauty that surrounds you, the miracle of simply being here in a world that is so intricately woven, so full of mystery, so complex. It's weird. We are conditioned to believe that this world is meaningless, that we are cosmic accidents, that the world is inert, you know. But that belief, it's not our belief. And we can choose to believe it. It's one of many perspectives. And we should always remember that your beliefs shape your reality. Your attention constructs your world. And therefore, you must ask yourself, what will you attend to? What will you create as a conscious being with your focus, with your energy, and with your life? That is your choice. And I hope to have inspired some clarity. So, goodbye.